GLP-1s, let's talk about it again. So now we are going off of my journey of how I started all of these GLP-1s because there is such a bad rep on them, and being someone who is super holistic and passionate about doing everything naturally, I want to shed some light onto these GLP-1s and how you can actually use them to your benefit. Now, we're going to go back to the previous podcast where I was talking about needing to use an in-body scanner, just making sure that my fat mass and my muscle mass are actually doing well, just because there were so many myths out there talking about how they weren't good for you and people were getting really sick, right? So I'm actually pulling up the results right now so that we can check them. I was actually really, really amazed because, believe it or not, my muscle mass did increase and my fat mass dropped so much. And then all of a sudden, so here, let me show you really quick. Right here is my in-body score. You can see my weight. Oh, hold on. I got to change it. It's in kilograms. So anyway, nonetheless, I personally started seeing that this is working and that it was safe. So I was getting super, super pumped about it. So I continued. Now, the other thing too that I noticed is once I got to month 4, it was April, I started noticing something that I genuinely contribute to the GLP-1 working to its optimal best, because if it weren't for that, I don't think I would have ever found out about these gut issues that I've had for the past decade, which is so mind-blowing to me. A decade, okay? Again, somebody that's super healthy and super into wellness and holistic and whatever. So I really do thank Tirzepatide for it. So what happened in April was all of a sudden I started noticing that, my weight was the same. It was stabilizing around 128 pounds. And again, knowing with Tirzepatide that you are guaranteed to lose weight as long as you're eating healthy and working out. That's another thing, you guys, is that I didn't stop working out, okay? I want people to really understand and comprehend that. It's a tool. So not only does it help me feel fuller longer and consciously make better choices knowing that food was going to stay in my body longer, but also I didn't stop working out. You guys follow me on Instagram, you follow me on social media, you know my workouts. I don't stop working out. For the first couple of months, I could actually maintain my strength. Now I definitely do less weight and a little bit more reps. And then sometimes I'm not going as heavy as I was in the beginning. I mean, I could literally go as heavy as I was with less reps. So overall, my strength is still good. I'm still putting on muscle, which I'm really happy. And my visceral fat, which is the most important fat in your body, right? That's what can cause a lot of health problems, has been going down consistently. So again, I am not just relying on this GLP-1. It is a tool. I am combining it with my healthy lifestyle already. I already eat clean. I already eat a lot of protein. I already hydrate a lot. That's another thing in the very beginning. You're going to get super, super thirsty. I don't know why, but I was definitely chugging a gallon of water so fast. And that to me, just showed wow, this is definitely different. Okay, so I finally was able to convert everything back to pounds and weight. So I started on January 22nd. And by January 22nd, I will admit that I've already been doing this for a week and a half or a week. So yeah, I was 139.1 pounds. And then in March, I did this again. I was 126.7 pounds. In May, I was 127.9. And then in June, I was 121.7. Okay, so I go back. Okay, and then look at my skeletal mass. Yeah, here, can you guys even see that? Anyway, I'll post it so you guys can all see it really well. And just keeping track of that, right? Being responsible. Now, with all of this happening, it is a powerhouse. It has helped me realize when I am full and when I'm not, right? Because sometimes I will want to eat knowing that I'm full, but then I have to sit back and I'm like, why is it really that I want to eat right now. Like, I'm actually not even hungry, and I can feel it. I can like physically feel that I'm not hungry. So then that keeps me a little more like conscious of, okay, am I stressed? What's going on? Am I not drinking enough water? So I feel like I sidetracked here a little bit. Let me think back to what I was trying to say. So let's see. Ate healthy. Oh yeah. Okay. So I thought it was April where I thought something was wrong with my weight. So looking at this graph right now, I actually went up a little bit of weight in May. It was May, right? This is when all my Candida stuff was going on. I knew something was going on because my fat went up and my muscles still went up, but my fat was going up. And I was like, no. I take that back. I was losing muscle mass and my fat was going up. And I was like, something's not right, right? So then that's when I got my diagnosis of Candida. And also at this time, remember, I was getting really tired and I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't think I should be feeling this way on Tirzepatide. Something's off. And I was eating dates, right? Because it's a natural sugar. And I was like, yeah, oh, you can't have caffeine on this stuff. Trust me, you guys, it's too acidic-y. Like, you will feel like crap. Now I can have a little bit of coffee, but like, trust me, you guys, in the beginning, just stay away from it. It's not, ugh. But anyway, I was eating like anywhere from 6 to 12, sometimes even 14 dates in one day. That's a lot of stinking dates. And I was like, and I thought I was just tired, right? Like something was going on. And yes, the fat was coming up, muscle was going down, and I was still on Tirzepatide. The other thing too is that I microdose. Okay. So I started on 0.5. And then once I noticed 0.5 was too low for me, like within 3 to 4 days, I would get hungry again or have those hunger triggers. So then I went up to 1. And I did that for a week. It lasted me maybe a week and a half. So then I went up to 1.5. I will admit 1.5 is by far my favorite for my body. It responds really, really well to it. That one can last me anywhere from a week and a half to 2 weeks. And then I started going on the 2.5 because I wanted to lose more weight. Once I found out, that my fat was going up and all of that. So I started dabbling with 2.5. That is the recommended starting dose. Now, here's something that's super important that a lot of people don't realize. I will save that whole other topic for the next podcast because believe it or not, I already have a feeling we're going to need a third one here. This is such a fun, crazy topic, but there's also so much. And I think sharing my personal story with you guys is so important. So that way you can just be responsible and make your own choices. So here's the other thing too, is I do contribute my whole gut journey thanks to Tirzepatide because I would have not caught it otherwise. I think that's also super, super important to really, really talk about. I knew something was wrong when I was eating that many dates, right? Then I realized, I was like, wow, that must have been parasites. And Candida is a form of a parasite. And they do take over your brain. And now that I've healed so much from all of this, I see the difference. I've had it for so long that I didn't realize that that's not how you're not supposed to feel. A decade's a long time, you guys. And now I feel like me. Actually, I feel like me. So I really am a fan of this. I still don't think that it is the only way to get healthy, but I have seen it work incredibly on so many people. So many people that genuinely can't lose weight. A lot of the times it's not your fault. You do have a lot of inflammation. And I've posted it on my story live. You guys saw how much weight I was losing within weeks because of inflammation. And then also my Candida too. That was a lot of inflammation too. So there's a lot of different things. Now, I'm not saying it is the number one answer to everything, but I am saying it can definitely kickstart you in the right way if you really stay in tune, right? It doesn't mean eat less and eat junk, right? You still have to be responsible, still have to take the right moves towards that. And then also just because of these recalls, right? You want to prepare yourself for success. Yes, there was a huge scare just a few months ago, of these recalls happening and people freaking out and not knowing what they were going to do because they really, really actually depend on this. So that was something that didn't scare me personally because I'm I already have the tools to be healthy, feel sexy, right? Now, with all of that being, I do mentor and coach one-on-one. If you would like some guidance, definitely schedule your appointment with me on Calendly below. And let's stick around for the third podcast because we are not done yet. Be healthy, feel sexy. Mwah. you.